Well, for anyone who might stumble upon this, this is my first video, hopefully of a series of videos for the YouTube, to kind of outline a project that I'm going to be embarking on this winter. Obviously, starting now. It's a Jeep. It's going to be a twin turbo 6.2 LS, turbo 400, 208, 1-ton axles, 4-link front and rear, probably 3-link in the front. I already got coilovers coming. I got the whistly, spinny air maker things up here. eBay special. Check them out. Yeah, I think they're like a 75 AR. Pretty awesome. Anyway, so just kind of wanted to make a series of videos so we could document this project as we go. There's a lot of stuff we've missed up to this date because, well, this thing has already been built, unbuilt, built again, unbuilt again. It's very unbuilt right now. There's nothing in it except for the motor, which I'll go into detail about what's going on with that at a later time, and maybe go into more detail about all of the stuff that went into what it currently has and kind of what we got going on. But I just wanted to do a starter video to outline what I plan to do with this series and kind of why I want to do it. The majority of why I want to do it is because there's an immense amount of pleasure that I get from the enjoyment that others get when we do projects like this. Friends, family. My daughter Stella has been a big part of this. I have another daughter who's 3 months old who is going to be a huge part of upcoming projects and projects of the future. You know, good friends, Josh. My dad has been a huge part of all this, and obviously my wife is a mega supporter. I love you, hon. She lets me do what I want and couldn't be more grateful. So, yeah, we got basically it's a 79 CJ7 platform. There's nothing Jeep left on it. It's a fiberglass tub with custom made steel sides that we put together, and custom dash and roll cage and yada yada yada. The very first step, I guess, was well, I don't know. This video, yeah, I don't know. It's too much for one. It's late. I got home from work and I've been tearing the axles that were in it out for a guy that I found on Facebook Marketplace who wants to buy them. They were Scout Dana 44s, ARB air lockers, front and rear, disc brake conversion. They're turds. They're not going to hold up to the power. They haven't held up to the mildly built 6.2 that's in it. It's actually a 6.0, but I punched it out to a 6.2 and put LS3 internals in it, and Texas Speed Cam, 243 heads. It's like 11.5 to 1 compression. We're knocking that down for the turbos. I'm going to put the stock 317s back on. HP tuners I taught myself how to use it over many hours. I'm not a professional, but I can hold my own for basic VE and MAF tuning and whatever, but that took a lot of trial and error. This thing has been a massive amount of fun. I can't wait to see it with boost. But that being said, as soon as we put that LS motor in, we grenaded these axles immediately. The very first day we brought it out, blew up the rear drive shaft. Tom Woods Drive Shafts, awesome company, fantastic product. They rebuilt my rear drive shaft and sent me out the biggest, baddest yokes they possibly could for a Dana 44, which is goofy because they're actually like a Dana 60 yoke, but they neck them down so they fit inside these puny little axles. I got an actual Dana 60 here now, Dodge Kingpin front, corporate 14 going in. Bunch of stuff we got to do to those before they go in, but yeah. Anyway, so they built me this sweet drive shaft. That's not going to break. The U-joints are good, but the second time when you let her rip, both rear axles, one snapped completely, the other one twisted 180 degrees, and almost broke. Thankfully, I had air lockers that I could use the half broken axle to get us home, and they're just not gonna last. So we tore them out. I got a guy who's coming to pick them up tomorrow. Talked him into buying this SM465 NP205 combo. Nothing wrong with it. It just, this thing shifts like a fucking tractor. It really sucks when you have all this power and this rig and you want to race people, and you get in second gear and launch and it's awesome, and then you hit the rev limiter and you're going 35 miles an hour and you try to hit third. And if anybody that's watching has a 465, you know that the shift from second to third is like, well, it's like second to fifth, in most trans. It's not awesome, and third gear is really super long, and it just sucks. Plus you can't speed shift it, and it just kind of blows. So we got a Turbo 400 right there. It's going in, right now I have just this, this Transgo shift kit that we're going to throw in it. I'm going to talk to Texas Speed because I actually sold the heads and cam and injectors out of the 6.2 to a guy. He's going to pick them up in December. I'm going to actually do a partial trade for his stock 317s so that we can put, lower the compression. Texas Speed is going to hook me up with a better style cam for boost, and then I'll talk to them about a converter. But if I don't, it's not going to be some crazy ridiculous cam, so I'll probably be able to maybe run the stock converter maybe until it gets ripped in half or something. So we'll see how that holds up. And then I got some I got a 208 that we're gonna hook up to it, considerably lighter and more compact after we do. Tom Woods also does a slip yoke eliminator, and it's not your stupid hack and tap bullshit. It's that they take the housing and they, oh no, you know what? I totally forgot. I actually found a guy that has a Dodge 208. I'm supposed to go pick it up, but he lives like 2 hours away. The Facebook Marketplace is awesome, by the way, for finding the shit and finding random oddball stuff from random people and that you'd never find. That would never want to waste time putting it on Craigslist. But yeah, so the Dodge 208 has a fixed yoke, and the main shaft and the housing are interchangeable from the GM unit. So all you have to do is swap the main shaft and the. I should look into the spline count on that. Actually, I know it can be done, but I've never done it. But I hope the splines are the same because I have a big flange style flat yoke. You can't probably see it that well. I have this this yoke right here. This guy that I got from Tom Woods. 32, is it 32, 27, something like that. Anyway, for the Billy Badass rear drive shaft, so hopefully I can reuse that stuff. But if not, no big deal. There's plenty of other shit to worry about too. Well, not worry, just be excited about. So anyway, main goal of the Jeep is we're going to be 4-link rear, 3-link panhard, maybe 4-link front, maybe full hydro. We'll see. I got to look into some of the local laws that I don't really care about as far as modified steering and all that, to see if we have to like make a phony mechanical linkage to kind of, I don't know. I'd be really surprised if we got stopped by a local cop in Menominee, Wisconsin that looked under there and was like, looks like you got a full hydraulic steering set up there. Yeah, probably not going to happen. So, not really that concerned with it, but anyway, with the stretch and stuff, I don't even know if the steering gearbox is going to work without making some stupid bracket that goes out ahead. Oh, yeah. To kind of encapsulate all of this, we're building a completely new frame. I didn't want to try welding all of the link tabs and the new cross members and all the shit on this, factory. This Jeep frame is fine. It's a factory CJ frame. It's in great shape, but they're just kind of like, they're not uniform shaped, and this isn't boxed in here, which I know you can box stuff in, but we're gonna do a 2x4, 2x6, square tube, steel, fucking custom frame, the width and the length and everything that I actually want. I already have all the iron for that, and I have the DOM tube for the lengths, and I have the fucking, the actual Heim joints, and still debating if I want to do like a poly bushing of some sort, like where the links actually attach to the chassis. I haven't decided on that yet. They're actually more expensive. You would think they'd be cheaper, but they're actually more expensive than Heim joints when it boils down to it. But yeah, I got these 3/4 7/8 badass Heims from Barnes Off-Road. I met a guy on Facebook who's a sponsor, or not a sponsor, a vendor rather, and hooked me up with a sweet deal. So Barnes is awesome too. I've always bought stuff from Rough Stuff, and they're obviously awesome. And I just tried something new. The guy gave me a good price, so we're gonna try them out, see what happens. All the steering stuff that I had for the Dana 44 was all Rough Stuff Heim joints, and it all worked great. And they know their shit, and whatever. There's just multiple people, so we'll try some stuff once in a while. With a build like this, I'm gonna save money where I can. That's why I bought eBay turbos and that precision fucking $2,000 billet wheel ball bearing your mom's ass nonsense. I think we're still gonna be able to make 15 pounds of boost with some eBay twins on this bad boy. So yeah, gives you kind of an outline of what's going on, and I will keep posting videos as long as I remember to do it. I really want to, so I'm going to do my best and try to be as try to be as explanatory or something as possible. I'm no professional when it comes to definitely not setting up links, suspension, but I've done a bunch of research. Probably the best research I've done is literally just watching Jake Berkey's videos about 4-link geometry, and then I've spent some time on the software that he recommends that, where you can punch in your stuff, which I don't have all that figured completely yet, but we're gonna fucking slap it together and it's gonna be awesome. I already got the coilovers coming too. I ordered them from FOA. Fuck you if you're gonna give me shit about it. FOA has fantastic reviews for customer service. Their fucking coilovers are less than half the price of Kings and Fox shocks and fucking, it's a couple pieces of DOM with some liquid in them and some nitrogen and fucking coil springs. They're gonna be just fine. So anyway, it's not a race buggy. It's a street queen who's gonna make a fuckload of power and whoop the shit out of some Corvettes, and we'll bring it to the drag strip when we're all done, once she's all tuned up, and take it to Dresser and Rock Falls and rip up some sand hills and see what I can do. It's gonna be fucking awesome. So whatever, if you decide you want to check this out, like, subscribe maybe, or something, or whatever people do on Facebook, or not Facebook but YouTube, and stay tuned. See you later.